Hi everyone. Today I'm doing a product review on this camcorder, the Canon Vixia HF R800, and this boom mic, the Takstar SGC-598. I use both of these things together when I run my podcast, and I've run into some issues with the audio when I very first started using it, and so I thought I would put out this product review for those people who are looking to buy this camcorder and use it with a boom mic to do some video work or some podcast work or something like that. So I did some tests, and depending on how you hook up your camera to the boom mic or what settings you have on the camera, the audio quality comes out a lot different. So in this review, I basically did 5 tests, and the 5 tests were on 3 basic different settings. So one, whether the power was coming from the battery or from the wall plug, the auxiliary power cord, whether the audio was coming from the boom mic or from the built-in microphone in the camera, and whether the camera's settings were on manual setting or the auto setting, which they suggest, so that the camera itself, the camcorder itself, will pick the best options. Test number 1, we use the boom mic, and we use the auxiliary power and the auto setting on the camera, and this is what it sounded like. This is what the audio sounds like when the Takstar SGC boom mic is connected to the camcorder, and the camcorder has the auxiliary power on. On test 2, we use the boom mic, and we use battery power for the camcorder and the audio setting, or the auto setting on the camcorder, and this is what it sounded like. This is what the audio sounds like when the Takstar SGC boom mic is connected to the camcorder and the camcorder is running on battery. For test number 3, we use the boom mic and we use the battery power for the camcorder, but we went into the audio settings and we set it on manual dB level 30. And this is what it sounded like. This is what the audio sounds like when the audio is on manual level 30 with battery power. For test number 4, I wanted to try out what the built-in mic would sound like at a distance in which you would film a podcast, which is probably like 5 or 6 feet away. So it's using the built-in mic on the internal audio set or auto settings, and it uses the auxiliary power. This is what the audio sounds like when there's no boom mic connected and it's on auxiliary power when I'm standing about 6 or 7 feet away. For the 5th test, we use the built-in mic, the battery power, and the auto setting on the camera, and this is what the audio sounded like. This is what the audio sounds like when there's no boom mic connected and it's on battery power and I'm standing about 6 or 7 feet away. So out of all the tests, I think what I enjoyed the most was probably the boom mic with the auto settings but on battery power, which is not necessarily what you would think right out of the box. Right out of the box, when I started using this camera, I had the auxiliary power because who knows how long the interview might go for. And so I had the boom mic and I had the auxiliary power to the camcorder, and I started the recording. And, the podcast would go on for, an hour and a half. And then afterwards, I took out the SD card and I put it into my computer and launched Premiere Pro, and the audio was trash. It had so much background noise, and I think in the test you can see that. And so I was really frustrated because the interview was ruined. And so that's kind of what started this whole, testing thing, was like, okay, do I need to send this camera back? What's going on? Because I had previously done some tests on the boom mic with a DSLR camera, and the audio sounded fine. So I was playing around with some settings, and I found out, wow, if you actually take out the auxiliary power and just run on battery power, the audio sounds great. And so I don't know, I think that's what I'm going to do moving forward now, is even though you may have noticed from test number 2, there is a little bit of background noise. I think I can filter that out, and it's not horrible. You know what I'm saying? But in the first test, when I had the auxiliary power connected, I mean, it was trash. You couldn't stand it, and so obviously it can't work that way. So I think if you're going to use a boom mic and you're going to use this Canon Vixia HF R800, definitely use it on battery power. And if you're an audiophile and you hate any background noise whatsoever, I would suggest that you connect your boom mic to, a professional audio recorder or something like that, and not have it go directly into the camcorder itself. But if you're running on a budget, this Canon Vixia HF R800, you can get it on Canon's site refurbished for like $180, $160. And this boom mic from Takstar is like $30. So if you're just barely starting off and this is what you want to do, I think those are really good budget options. Just make sure, you charge up that battery and you run off of that instead of auxiliary power. So if you have any other questions or any other kind of tests you want me to do in order to, make up your mind on whether you want to buy it or not, let me know, and I can release another video. Other than that, subscribe to the channel. I know I usually do podcasts and stuff, but seeing as how, I'm kind of new to this, and I thought, maybe there'd be some other new users out there that would want to find out what technology they want to use best. So anyway, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell to get notified of any new releases, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.